Alright folks, bubble flare time. So, what you need to do, I don't know if I can get this thing straight here, is with your flare tool, first cut your line where you know you're going to need it flared. Alright, and then you have this little tool that comes with it that measures the depth, right, of your actual end of your tube. Alright, so you get this one wing nut off, loosen up the tool, it kind of separates out. You pick the hole on the tool, right, that is appropriate for your line size, and then you go ahead and just measure that guy out. Crank this one down first, then crank down the back one. So always crank the one down that's closest to the tube first, then you can crank your back one. Then I always give this one more snug because you'll be putting a lot of pressure on the end of this line here, kind of flare out that you know, the tube side, so you gotta make sure you have a lot of friction. Okay, now take your unit here. Now again, I'm one-handed, kind of get it in there. I want to get there. Okay, so and start tightening it down. Basically it's just a have a U-clamp with some feet on it. All right, make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, then you have a tube, or here, where's it at? It's in here somewhere. Yeah, I always lose your dang tools. Alright, let's see if I can't find it here. Did I leave it up here? No. Oh, where's that guy at? There it is. It was sitting on top of me. Alright. So, just basically your little pivot handle here. Throw that guy in. Alright. Start cranking. So, I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to try and set the phone up here so you can kind of watch the process. I don't know if I'm going to be successful in that. But, let's see if I can do it this way. And, alright, so I bet you the phone's going to fall. But, alright. So you just start cranking. Alright. You're going to crank it until it fully seats. So give it a good crank. Don't lose your tool while you're doing it. And hold on to that guy because it's tight. Alright. Oh, by the way, I'm doing this on a 1965 Dune Buggy. Manx style. Not exactly a Manx though, but still same basic concept. Bought this right before the winter. I'm just going through and making sure I get all my lines done. Getting all the brakes redone. Again, you're just cranking that thing till it fully seats, right? Because that means you got the full flare on. And granted, this is my second flare ever, so shows you pretty how much easy this tool is. I did a test flare for my first one. All right, it's tight, and then crank it back out. And if you did your job right, which I hope I did, otherwise it's a waste of how many minutes of video. All right, you should have a bubble flare, and there she is. Nice and flared out, right? So I'll take this guy off so you can see it better. Kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass to work with, but still gets the job done. All right. Unloosen one side, gives you a little bit of leverage to loosen the other side. All right, and then flip that guy down, off it comes, and there you have it. One flare. Oh, all these, make sure you have your screw hand on there before you flare it. Otherwise, you're going to cut and reflare again, and you probably got the distance of your line wrong. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.